Spartan Weekly. We are your hosts,
Aubrey,
Lizzie, and
Sammy.
Today we're going to talk about some juicy new news. So we're going to start off with a Taylor Swift update. So recently there's a little bit of drama because Taylor Swift just performed a duet with Sabrina Carpenter and is now taking her along with her on the Latin America part of the Eras tour. People don't like Sabrina Carpenter, which a lot of it has to do with like the beef between Taylor Swift and Olivia Rodrigo.
I didn't know they had beef.
I don't
they
know.
had beef over?
Okay, so
With Taylor Swift.
She copies Taylor stuff.
yeah, well, because Olivia Rodrigo has been a Swiftie her whole life, very
Okay.
inspired by Taylor Swift, but apparently with the song Deja Vu, I believe, she was accused of like stealing or taking inspiration a little too heavily from Taylor Swift's Cruel Summer, and so they've added different artists to the credits after the song was put out, and so that messes with profits. It messes with kind of Olivia's credibility and as an artist because people are saying that she's just a copycat, But it's hard because a lot of people are like, well, Olivia's looked up to Taylor Swift her whole life. Like, of course she takes inspiration. All artists take inspiration in one way or another. But it's a little bit controversial, and so they already there's a little tension there just with like, Taylor Swift, a big artist, kind of saying that Olivia's copying her, as well as Sabrina Carpenter and Olivia Rodrigo have the whole driver's license situation where this is apparently Olivia's song is about Sabrina Carpenter, and they want the same guy, and it's such old beef, like we've all have been jealous in our lives, like we've all had moments like that, but at a certain point you kind of have to get over it, and maybe you're not going to be friends with that person because your feelings are hurt, but you don't have to have beef. You don't have to have like national news level beef.
I just don't like Sabrina Carpenter because I've heard nonsense way too many times. Like, it plays at work, like, so much, and I'm tired of it. It's so bad, but other than that, I'm like, I don't really know.
I don't know what that song is.
It's like,
I only know her song better, and I like it better.
The melody is so good. No, but the melody is just like, and it's like over and over and over and over. Oh my gosh, anyways.
Cancel Sabrina Carpenter.
Speaking of art, that was a good one. So we're going to be talking about AI and like the effects that it's having on classrooms. So like, the New York Times did like this survey for students and how they feel that AI is like changing writing for them, and so if it's like some students were saying that like, oh, writing is such a great outlet, we need to be able to write for ourselves so that we can interact with other people or like share our stories or all of this stuff, and then some students were also saying that it's like, well, AI is just a tool. If we don't need to write anymore, then we can just like do more important things, and I was just kind of like, I don't think that's really reasonable to say that we shouldn't have to write anymore so we can do more important things. And communication is just a really big thing that we need to be able to do. So if you're taking that away and like you don't know how to write or like send an email to people and you're like having to use AI, then it's just kind of silly and it takes away a lot of like human interaction and connection. And then also AI is being like a really big thing in classrooms. So yeah.
I think the problem with AI too is that it takes away the like genuine human interaction. That other person isn't you. It's not coming from the source. It's not like, it's not genuine, and it doesn't have like the emotion. It doesn't have like, you might not know what you even wrote. Yeah, and that's the problem. If you're using AI to write an assignment for you, you have no idea what you wrote. So it doesn't do anything for your knowledge. It doesn't do anything for your skill. It doesn't show that you know how to use technology.
Yeah. On the other hand, though, it can be argued that the introduction of AI means that we don't need writing anymore. So on the other hand, you could say, why is that a valuable skill to have if we aren't ever going to need it?
Yeah, and also like teachers are having a really hard time with it because they're trying to like get their students to learn through writing essays, which are an incredibly valuable skill. I mean, however much you hate writing essays, it's like very useful because I mean, if you decide to go to college or you want to own a business or work in the workforce, you're going to need to know how to write, and you're going to need to know how to write for people, because you have to do research, you have to do all of this stuff, and you can't communicate research unless you know how to write it. I mean, writing is a huge skill for scientists, especially like doctors and everything, because they need to know how to get that information across.
When I'm 40 years old, we'll see how many essays I'm writing. But
It's not that you're writing essays, it's that you're writing. Have you seen AI speeches and like essays? They're so bad. They make
people
no
can tell.
sense at all.
You can
Exactly.
put it through like checkers, and I mean that's the thing with like using AI on your homework. It's not gonna help you because your teachers know.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you just get a
It's
zero
just,
for
like,
cheating.
so
You get kicked
obvious.
out. You get like you waste your money because you spent a bunch of money to go to college, and then you use AI to do it. My dad's a professor, and the amount of people he has to fail because they use AI on all their work
That's wild.
it's like I mean that's just embarrassing for your own dignity. Don't be embarrassing. Write an essay. It's hard. It's not that hard.
Okay, let's do a little sports review
Yeah.
of the last week. In the last week, boys varsity basketball sadly lost to Glacier.
Oh.
Glacier is now 9-9. Sentinels now 10-8. We lost by 11 points, 39-50. This is on Thursday, February 2nd. But then the girls varsity, we won against Glacier.
Yes!
We beat them 56-51, and yeah, Glacier is now, I believe, 4-9, or yeah.
Does that mean that they suck?
That means that Glacier girls basketball is not very good.
Oh, that sucks.
We are now entering the third of the NBA season, and it's time for teams to show up or blow up.
Oh my gosh. That would make sports more exciting if like the
Yeah.
stakes were death. I guess that's why like the Roman Colosseum was so exciting.
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
we should bring that back.
Have
like,
you been?
Yes.
is the Italy trip you're gonna go see gladiators?
Yeah,
Fight in the arena.
they're gonna fight.
Oiled up fighting to the
Imagine
death.
if like, you know, in like a bunch of like small towns in America, there's like reenactors of like presidents and stuff. But like imagine if they had that in Rome and they just got like philosophers and gladiators just like roaming the street. That's so funny.
So right now, Timberwolves and Celtics are leading the NBA. Lakers are on the bubble for all you Lakers fans, which there's surprisingly a lot for Montana.
One of the teams that I actually know.
Lakers?
Me too. I know that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's been a lot of fights though. Draymond Green always has
That's loud.
an attitude. No.
I know it's not.
It's not that
As a Lakers fan, I don't like Draymond Green. He's a punk. Earlier this season, he got someone in a chokehold.
Why do you put someone in a chokehold? That's not how you play basketball.
Yeah, because he was trying a new move.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, the classic chokehold.
You know, they need to put Justin Bieber back on the courts.
What?
Justin Bieber was on the courts.
Yeah.
because he's really good. He's really
What's
good.
going on right now? Basketball is pretty much the only thing. College basketball has been fun. We saw Caitlin Clark break the college basketball scoring record for all time. It's really cool. Did it in only 2 years.
Wow. This week is a big one. Got Taylor Swift beefing with Olivia. Maybe they're gonna throw it down in the basketball courts. Laser light shows and explosions. Who's gonna win? Well, maybe the AI can write about it.
I'm sorry, I just pictured Olivia Rodrigo and like Taylor Swift doing like a High School Musical style.
Yeah.
Like, they're just like, basketball, we're gonna win. Sports. Yeah.
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 Thank you for watching, and hopefully next week we'll get another episode if we're stay on schedule.
Don't worry about it. We'll see you next week, Spartans. Sparty on.
Alright, Tony, kill it!